And money come. And money come. I'm a hyper motherfucker, bitch. Alright, it's time for the Impact Wrestling review, bitch. I'm so fucking triggered actually. Why am I laughing? I shot like a really good review of this Impact, and I was actually almost done. I was up until the Congo Kong match, which was the second to last match of the night, and then my fucking thing stopped. Shit, man. So now I'm gonna do a half-ass review. Shit. This review had so much fucking electricity and energy, and now it doesn't have. It has a little chunk of dog shit. Alright, so I'm gonna review this again, and it's not even gonna be nearly as good as the one I just shot. I wish I knew how to edit videos and put them together, but I don't fucking know. Ooh, and it's rain. It's rain. Alright, we had Matt Sydal versus Eddie Edwards. Ooh, and he's got that new Ring of Honor music, except it's like TNA mix. And Alicia Edwards looking fine as fuck. That little girl, huh? T little body. And JB is not JB. JB's not here. Josh Matthews was doing commentary with the Pope, and the whole time JB was like behind him in the crowd saying "Free JB, fire Josh," making fun of having people hold up signs pointing at Josh, saying "piece of shit" and all that. I was really surprised that Matt Sydal won. He won with a moonsault, which was weird because Eddie's a former world champion, and now he's just lost to Davey Richards and Matt Sydal. And Matt Sydal got the win, which I'm happy for. Fuck you people who call him a drug addict. And then they hugged and shook hands or whatever. And as soon as Sydal leaves, Davey and Angelina come out and attack Alicia and Edwards. Uncalled for. I thought the feud was over, but whatever. Because he lost to Davey twice, I think, already. And now he just loses to Sydal. Now, I want to rant on something here. There's way too much wrestling on the show. And there's not enough storytelling. Here's what happens. Mackenzie Mitchell is a huge part of the show. Because even though she's fucking gorgeous and she's sexy as hell, and I want to devour that southern body, she's fucking always interviewing someone. Someone comes out and interrupts. They fight. And then either Bruce Prichard or Karen Jarrett makes a match for tonight or next week. I want anybody to tell me I'm wrong because that happened a lot on this show and it's been happening a lot ever since the new regime took over. Hi, I'm Mackenzie Mitchell. Here's so-and-so. So-and-so will talk. Person number 2 will come out like, hey, fuck you, I want that championship. Hey, you want to do it? Let's do it right now. Wait. And Bruce Prichard will come out like tonight or Karen will come out like next week. And that happened like 3 or 4 times on this show. So we start with Magnus. Magnus is like, I'm the GFW champion. No one can take this from me. And Alberto, Patron, you can't take it from me either. And Matt Morgan comes out talking shit to him. This reminded me of Rinka King. That was the Indian company that happened a few years ago. I think when they go to India this summer, that's the building they're going to be in. Jeff Jarrett and Sanjay Dutt got together and made that fed. They had some good Indian talent there too, like Jwala and Mahabali Shira. And then they had some of their X-Division guys and some of their knockouts and big heavyweight wrestlers go there. So Matt Morgan is talking shit to Magnus. And then they argue, and then Bruce Prichard comes out. Hey, guys, Alberto's supposed to challenge you next week, Magnus. But why don't you defend your championship against the Blueprint Matt Morgan tonight? So, yeah, he's defending it tonight. They do this. They have to have people win so that when they lose next week, it won't be fake. Like, they have to have someone retain so that when they defend next week, they lose. That happened loads of times in the X Division. And then that happened with what I'm about to talk about next. Christina Von Erich, who had successful title defense last week, defends against Sienna. And Sienna comes out with Kevin Matthews, KM. KM is in his underwear, managing her, okay. He did another one of those stupid things where he was sitting on his ass and the janitor was like cleaning backstage, like the floor, and he just throwing garbage at the floor. The janitor's like, cut it out. And KM like, are you calling me a liar? He's a goof. Sienna hits the silencer on Christina Von Erich, pins her, wins the championship. And then Sienna's celebrating. I think she could be the first knockout to win the Impact Women's title and the GF Women's title. They made a big deal to tell us her arch rival Karen Jarrett. Karen's feuding with her. I don't even think she's feuding with Ali anymore because her little group got like split. So now it's Laurel and Congo Kong and KM and Sienna. But Sienna, she's starting to grow onto me. She looks great as a champion. she's been getting a lot of TV time, and I love her. She's beautiful. She's going on to me a lot. So here's another example of what I was talking about. Alberto El Patron is getting interviewed, and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to win the GFW title." And then Eli Drake comes out like, "Hey, I'm not getting any airtime." Or no, I don't know if it was Drake getting interviewed and he interrupted. But anyway, that happened. Somebody was interviewed, somebody interrupted. They're fighting, and then Bruce comes out and says, "All right, since Magnus is defending the title tonight, you have to defend your contendership against Eli Drake." And it's kind of cool because Tyrus was Alberto's bodyguard in WWE. If you guys didn't remember that, it was like 6 years ago when Alberto won the Royal Rumble, the largest Royal Rumble in history. And then another one thing again, Karen is interviewed. Sienna interrupts her and they face off. And she's like, "I won your title. How about that?" And then she's like, "Congratulations, but you got a target on your back now, Sienna." Sienna's like, "Line them all up and I'll knock them down." I predict that Karen will challenge Sienna at Slammiversary and get destroyed. But I love what they're doing with Sienna. I really do. EC3 comes out and destroys a jobber. And then he says, "The new regime is responsible for the hell that's about to be released in this company." Yeah, whatever, EC3. Magnus versus Matt Morgan. This reminded me of Ring of King. I felt like I was watching it. It's really great to see Matt Morgan in the Impact Zone. I know Magnus. Magnus came out with his little Finn Balor jacket. Matt Morgan has a podcast. He was reviewing Payback and shit. But he's a really talented big man because he's huge, but he's not fat, and he's a natural athlete. I wish they pushed him when he was younger. He's in his 40s, I think now. But yeah, Magnus retains the GFW title, and he will defend it next week. They do that. They have people defend and then win, and then the next week they lose. Because I think he's going to lose. I think Magnus is losing next week. Lashley came out in an interview with Mackenzie. I'm surprised he didn't get interrupted. And he's like, "Anybody can challenge for that GFW title. It's attainable. My title, the Impact World Championship, is all that matters. No one will ever take this championship from me. No one can stop me. I'm the working Armageddon." So yeah, that happened. LAX was in the club, and they were talking shit. They were like, "The Decay, let's have a moment of silence for Decay." And they just start laughing. And they're like, "We're about to release some Latin fury revolution on these Impact Wrestling people." And I'm excited. I like LAX. This new LAX is going on to me like that. I like El Conan. I like the Notorious 187 Homicide. I like Ortiz y Santana. And I like La Diamante. So, yeah, LAX is awesome. And then King Kong, Congo Kong comes out with Crazy Laurel. Laurel's tipsy. There's a jobber in the ring, and she comes up to the jobber, and she's like, the jobber's like, "No." So, What? Get him! And Congo Kong's like, and slaps the shit out. He slaps the shit out of the jobber, beats him up, smacks him around, and he won't even beat him because Laurel's just like, "Dude, get him more. And he's just choke-slapping this jobber to his knee, killing him. Then he finally beats the jobber. And then, Laurel's in the ring, flirting with referee or whatever, and the fans and shit. And then, Braxton Sutter and Alley come back. They return. They haven't been seen in a month when Kong debuted. And they chase Kong out of the ring. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Pope and Josh were doing commentary. And the whole time, JB was in the crowd. Was little signs "piece of shit" and "fire Josh and free JB," and I know why they're doing this feud, but when it ends, I'm gonna give it a chance. When it ends, please don't do it anymore. And get Josh off. Josh is an announcer, a manager, not a fucking announcer. Sanjay Dutt's injured. Get well, Sanjay. And Spud is injured, so get well, Spud. Happy Star Wars Day, by the way. And happy Cinco de Mayo, because Alberto El Patron comes out. Eli Drake comes out with Tyrus, who used to be Alberto's bodyguard. Eli Drake has new music. Why? It sounds like some Hercules type shit. or He-Man shit. He had that song by Jeff Hardy in Shrine. What was it? That is just a fact of life. I remember when I went to the lockdown show in 2014, they actually played that song before the show went on the air. Why did they fucking change it? But anyway, Alberto Patron is defending his contendership against him. I'm really pissed that the original part of this review was deleted, and now you guys get this shitty one. But hey, maybe I'll have energy for another one in the future. Alberto wins. I was predicting that they would do something with the announcers after the match, but no. The show ends with Alberto celebrating. Alberto de Patron. He's the number one contender, and he will take on Magnus for the GFW Championship. A good show. Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Hopefully it stops fucking raining, but yeah, thank you guys for watching this review. Sorry it's shite. The other one was way better, but it got deleted. Delete. And and one more thing, WWE will never get the broken gimmick. Never. Not even close. Not a chance. Say goodbye, broken gimmick. Bye, not getting.